bergabung bersama dengan kami di sini, walaupun keadaan saat ini masih pandemi di luar ya. Kita semuanya masih PPKM, masih banyak yang bekerja di rumah, tapi kita mengucapkan terima kasih atas kesediaan Bapak dan Ibu untuk bergabung bersama-sama di sini, untuk kita belajar, untuk kita mengenal produk-produk dari Adobe. Webinar ini terjadi dari kerjasama antara Tekno Logika dan Adobe. Boleh next? Dan ini adalah di mana Tekno Logika sebagai platinum partner dari Adobe. Seperti kita ketahui bahwa Adobe memiliki beberapa tingkatan partner untuk sebagai partner yang boleh menjual produk-produk Adobe. Jadi tidak semua agen itu boleh menjual produk Adobe. Tetapi di sini Tekno Logika adalah platinum reseller, di mana kita adalah yang paling tinggi. Ada beberapa tingkatan, yaitu ada certified, gold, dan platinum. Di Indonesia sendiri hanya ada 2 platinum partner, dan Tekno Logika adalah salah satunya. Jadi kita sudah cukup lama bekerja sama dengan Adobe, sehingga kita sudah sangat dipercaya oleh Adobe untuk sebagai platinum partner yang ada di Indonesia. Oke, boleh next. Oke, dari panjangnya waktu yang sudah kita berjalan, ini adalah list beberapa customer-customer yang sudah bekerja sama dengan kita. Sini hanya sebagian saja yang kita tampilkan di sini yang sudah bekerja sama dengan kita. Masih banyak sekali yang kita tidak tampilkan. Beberapanya itu adalah Universitas Indonesia, Bina Nusantara, Telkom University, UPH, Untar, Universitas Widyatama, UMN, ITB Bandung. Nah, ini adalah dari institusi-institusi sekolah yang bekerja sama dengan kita, karena memang Adobe sangat concern dengan dunia pendidikan, sehingga banyak sekali dunia pendidikan yang disupport oleh Adobe, dan kita adalah salah satu yang paling banyak membantu Adobe dalam mendistribusikan untuk produk-produk Adobe ke sekolah-sekolah. Di luar itu ada juga yang komersial seperti Pertamina, Jarum, Kompas Gramedia, Transmedia, Bank Indonesia, Trans7, Metro TV, MNC, CNN. Ini adalah sebagian kecil partner-partner kita yang sudah bekerja sama dengan kita. Di luar ini masih banyak sekali. Oke, boleh next. Saya hanya ingin menambahkan sedikit informasi saja di sini bahwa kita mungkin sebagian dari sini sudah menggunakan produk-produk Adobe. Tetapi mungkin informasi ini yang jarang sekali diketahui oleh para pengguna. Di dalam Adobe sendiri ada beberapa jenis license yang tersedia, yaitu adalah individual license dan ada juga business license, ada juga enterprise gitu ya. Nah, yang sering kita lihat kalau kita buka di adobe.com itu yang tersedia itu adalah individual license. Nah, bedanya apa yang individual license dengan yang bisa dibeli di Tekno Logika? Nah, yang berbeda yang di adobe.com itu adalah license yang tidak bisa disediakan oleh Tekno Logika. Itu hanya tersedia di web. Bedanya apa? Yang individual itu tidak bisa digunakan untuk perusahaan. Jadi pembelian itu hanya bisa melalui web, terus lisensi tidak bisa dibagikan dan tidak ada admin konsol. Sehingga hanya satu ID email saja yang mereka beli itu yang akan bisa menggunakan ID tersebut, dan ID tersebut tidak bisa diganti. Hanya sekali beli, email tersebut yang akan terkunci untuk license tersebut. Boleh next? Nah, yang membedakan adalah ini adalah bisnis, yang akun bisnis adalah license bisnis, yaitu dia penggunaannya untuk perusahaan. Jadi kalau Bapak Ibu memang penggunaannya untuk di perusahaan, itu harus menggunakan license yang bisnis, yang bisa dibeli lewat reseller. Nah, kelebihannya apa? Penggunaannya adalah untuk perusahaan. Terus ada kelebihan yaitu dapat 100 GB cloud storage, terus untuk pembeliannya melalui partner, terus dapat support dari partner lokal, terus lisensinya bisa dideploy. Jadi bisa misalnya contohnya dalam satu perusahaan membeli 10 license. Nah, dalam 10 license itu bisa dibagikan kepada karyawan-karyawan yang akan menggunakannya. Dan apabila salah satu karyawannya contohnya sudah resign, nah mereka bisa menarik kembali license-nya untuk diberikan kepada karyawan yang baru, yang karyawan selanjutnya, dengan email sesuai dengan email karyawan tersebut yang baru. Terus ada admin konsol untuk mengatur lisensinya, terus ada level pricing. Ini yang sangat-sangat membedakan. Di mana kalau misalnya kita beli di web, itu hanya ada satu harga yang tertera di web saja. Tetapi kalau misalnya pembelian dengan akun bisnis, dia ada level pricing. Level pricing ini dihitung dari total quantity yang dibeli. Semakin banyak quantity-nya tentu akan semakin murah. Oke, boleh next. Ada juga yang enterprise. Kalau enterprise ini untuk yang skala besar, pembeliannya skala besar, penggunaannya untuk perusahaan, dia dapat juga 100 GB cloud storage, terus pembeliannya lewat partner, terus supportnya juga dapat dari partner lokal juga, admin konsol untuk mengatur lisensi. Nah, yang membedakan di sini adalah lisensinya bisa multiple admin. Multiple admin ini dalam artian adalah tidak harus satu admin yang mengatur untuk mendeploy misalnya pembelian untuk 1000 license. 1000 license itu bisa dibagikan kepada 10 admin contohnya, sehingga setiap admin itu akan mengatur 100 license, sehingga tidak tersentral kepada satu admin saja yang mengatur 1000 license. Nah, ini perbedaannya secara enterprise. Oke, boleh next. Nah, kelebihannya lagi, kalau misalnya pembelian lewat Tekno Logika adalah itu ada support, ada program yang bisa mensupport kepada customer, yaitu ada namanya link membership dan ada 3 years commit. Di mana link membership ini adalah contoh Bapak dan Ibu punya perusahaan, itu tidak hanya satu, tapi ada sister company-nya lagi yang cukup banyak di dalamnya. Ada holding dan ada sister company-nya. Sehingga pembeliannya itu bisa di-link menjadi satu dengan satu nama, walaupun nanti pada saat pembeliannya bisa dengan PT yang berbeda-beda, tetapi dia akan masuk ke dalam satu holding. Di dalam satu holding tersebut, sehingga kuantitinya itu akan dihitung kuantiti secara holding, walaupun pembeliannya dari PT yang berbeda-beda, gitu ya. Sehingga akumulasi totalnya akan mendapatkan akumulasi total pembelian yang lebih banyak, dan harga yang didapat akan mengikuti harga level yang sesuai dengan kuantiti secara holding. Itu bukan secara setiap sister company. Ada lagi yaitu program yang disupport dari Adobe adalah 3 years commit. Jika Bapak Ibu pembelian license-nya itu mau komit untuk 3 tahun ke depan, itu komit dengan quantity yang sama, maka selama 3 tahun itu akan mendapatkan harga spesial. Untuk harga 3 years commit ini, harga lebih murah lagi dari harga yang link membership, sehingga tentu ini akan menjadi benefit yang sangat bagus sekali gitu ya, selama 3 tahun ke depan mendapatkan potongan harga yang sangat bagus sekali gitu. Inilah program-program yang disupport oleh dari Adobe kalau pembeliannya lewat Tekno Logika, salah satunya lewat reseller. Oke, ini aja yang saya presentasikan. Boleh next. Jika Bapak dan Ibu ada kebutuhan untuk produk-produk Adobe, bisa langsung menghubungi kami. Kita ada di PT Tekno Logika Utama, alamat kita ada di Jalan Tanjung Duren Raya, Kafling 351B, Jakarta Barat. Teleponnya ada tertera. Jika Bapak dan Ibu mau screenshot, boleh di-screenshot, atau bisa langsung hubungin ke email juga, ada di info@teknologika.biz. Nanti akan dibantu oleh tim-tim sales yang ada di Tekno Logika. Oke. Itu saja dari saya, tanpa berlama-lama lagi, supaya kita bisa masuk kembali mendengar presentasi dari Meizi sebagai perwakilan dari Adobe untuk menginfokan tentang informasi yang sangat luar biasa ini. Terima kasih, saya kembalikan lagi kepada MC.
Terima kasih Pak Handi atas presentasinya. Dan bagi Bapak dan Ibu yang ingin bertanya-tanya lebih lanjut mengenai presentasi dari Pak Handi, silakan Bapak dan Ibu bisa menuliskan pertanyaan-pertanyaannya di kolom Q&A yang ada di bawah Zoom ini ya, Bapak dan Ibu. Nantinya akan dijawab oleh Bapak Handi di sesi Q&A. Selanjutnya kita akan langsung memasuki acara utama kita, yaitu presentasi mengenai Adobe Substance 3D is the New Reality yang akan dibawakan oleh narasumber kita, yaitu Miss Meizi selaku Substance 3D Specialist dari Adobe. Presentasi akan dibawakan dalam bahasa Inggris. Untuk Bapak dan Ibu yang ingin bertanya tentang Adobe Substance namun kesulitan dalam penggunaan bahasa Inggris, silahkan ketik pertanyaannya di kolom Q&A menggunakan bahasa Indonesia saja, yang nanti dari tim kami akan bantu untuk translatekan ke bahasa Inggris pada saat sesi Q&A. So, without further ado, please welcome our speaker for today, Ms. Meizi as Substance 3D Specialist.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Masha, for the welcome. I didn't get all the meanings, but I tried. Yeah, please allow me to share my screen. Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Meizi. I have been work for Substance actually more than 10 years. So today, whatever you came from the 2D background, you are ready for 3D, or you already experienced the 3D. I hope you can get what you want, or you will be ready to create your team. Okay. So we just launched a pretty new product in June 23rd. So we have the different apps and the assets to help you to create the best quality of your 3D visualizations. So welcome to the 3D world. All the pictures I show you, none of them are made by camera. So no photo shooting at all, okay? All these are made with 3D. Okay, whatever, like architectures or CPG product design or fashion industry. And the fabric, a lot of factory, they try to build a lot of digital fabric materials. Like we love the H&M, right? The clothes. And also we love a lot of brand, and they are create their digital fabrics, so they can very easily to share with the design team or suppliers, factories, to do all the things online. So we don't need to shape all the fabrics to all the partners, okay? And of course, I heard today we also have the entertainment artist. So if you already been a 3D artist for the entertainment, if you are a phone gamer, of course, in the 3D world, like if you play phone games, like they all made with Substance 3D. Like recently, the Genshin Impact, almost everybody is playing it, even in the South Asia, right? So all these amazing artworks, they are all made with Substance 3D. So what Substance 3D has, like it's covered, like, okay, it's covered fantasy world, and also it's covered the reality world. So basically it has the four applications, like stager, painter, sampler, and designer. So today I will do a real-time demo later to help you to understand, but I will focus on these three because this one might be too difficult for you guys right now, but later on you might be great at it. So before June 23rd, if you already develop a 3D artist, you might know, like, yes, this was the world leader texturing software. So basically more than 95% AAA studios, they are using this software to do their 3D. So thanks for Adobe. So we try to make all the collections into the same branding. So to help you to better choose what tools or which content to best suit for you. So for example, the first is the Substance 3D Stager. It to help us trying to do the layout, the virtual photographies. So you don't need to hire photographers or models, or like you need to find a phone booth to do all your product shootings, okay? Now, all the things is so easily, you can create it in the 3D to achieve the best result, okay? And the second is the Substance 3D Painter. You can just understand, okay, the first one is for lighting, layout, create the posters, virtual photography. So what this one do? The 3D Painter, you can just think about it as 3D Photoshop. So in 2D design work, we all use Photoshop, Illustrator, right? If you want to do 3D, all the people using the Substance 3D Painter. So if whatever, like you're ready, jump into the 3D, or in the future, you have no choice. You need to train your team to start the 3D from here. So this will be your 3D Painter try to paint all your 3D project. Okay. So all these videos I show you, we all published on our website. So you can go have a check. Whatever your art style is, stylized or realistic, you can get the right elements you want. Okay. And you can use all the smart materials, generators to help you to speed up your pipelines. And of course, it's just same as a Photoshop. You have all the brushes and all the materials for the 3D to quick paint your 3D object. Okay. So whatever is realistic or stylized, and you can very easily to create all the different surface finisher. Okay, and I just introduced 2 software. Then the third one is a sampler. So if you are working for architectures, you need always create an indoor scene. For example, like you need to create a store scene, or you need to do some home life, or you are working for the website shops, then you need to create the environment, or you need to create the outside of your buildings, or you are working in a fashion to create digitalize all fabric. This is the software you need to use. So for example, just the sampler all your real-time real fabrics into the digital 3D materials. It's ready to use. Okay. So for example, it can be the like marbles, concrete, metals, all the different things. Like you can just take your phone to take a photo, then you apply it in the sampler to try to use the AI technology to help you to automatically convert it to 3D materials. Then later in my demo, also I will show you how to create these 3D materials. Okay. It's just help you to sampler all your materials. Of course, it's also including the environment real-time materials. Okay, pretty amazing. Then the last one is a 3D designer. So it's based on the node-based. So it's a little bit long time learning curve for the artist, of course. But thanks for the node-based, all other software actually based on the designer technologies. It can help us build the 3D modelings and the parametric material, and also can create some automatic tools for speed up our pipelines. Okay, node-based, link. So it's a nonlinear workflow. You can back to any stage, anytime. And yeah, it's based on the math. But I was a 3D artist. If I can understand, you can do it. So of course, it can help you to create your materials. And also you can apply this to the 3D modelings. Okay. So that's why, thanks to these technologies, you can change all the parameters in the real time. So what they can do, for example, it can help create all these patterns. We can change all these patterns anytime. Then the whole fabric will adapt to your original input. So this is what you can get. Because it's nonlinear workflow, you can change all the patterns. You can change the base colors. You can change the patterns. You can change all the themes. And this is for the parametric modeling. So for example, like we can just very quick to create a rows field just from a simple pattern. So of course, this requires the node-based technology. And you can create the infinity cities. You just make some cube, then you can put all them together to generate the unlimited thing. Okay, this a little bit hardcore, but in the later, if you are very interested, then we can help you to achieve to this approach. Okay. So basically, all this software we can apply to different industries. So for example, we have e-commerce retail. For example, for Amazon, if you want to buy something from Amazon, all their 3D furnitures are not taken by the photo anymore. They all replaced it by the 3D modeling thanks to the Indian team. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. And for the entertainment, I don't need to say basically whatever you are making, PBR games or mobile phone games, they all use Substance technologies to help you to create your games or movies or all the entertainment elements. And we have product design, we have architectures. So basically, we can see, we don't have any art limitation. It's based just on your companies. What do you want? Which part do you need to apply to your project? Or do you have the junior 3D artist? Do you need to hire these guys from the market? If you already have a small 3D team, how can you speed up your workflows? And if you have an outsourcing team, how you integrate your workflow with them? So Substance can apply all these product lines to you based on your team needs. You choose part of it, apply it to your team, okay? So besides all the softwares, we also have a great, let's see, assets. So in the beginning, we just try to put some model links. It's great for the product faster mockup, but we will put more model links in the future. And also part of it, a lot of them are parametric. So basically you can change the leaves amount. Later in my demos, you can also have a look, okay? And besides model links, then we have a great material libraries. As I said before, Substance was the world leader for 3D texturings. So now we start to spend our asset to modeling, but still our best is still the texture materials. So for example, we have already all the fabrics, all the modelings, and also all the materials. We have the wood, we have metals, we have fabric, we have leathers, all the things you need just to quickly apply to your 3D object. Okay, so we have more than 9,000 fabrics. So plus the modelings, actually they are more than 10,000. But this is not the accurate number because one materials you can generate non-limited variations. You can change the patterns, you can change the base materials, or you can change the reflections, all the things, all the textures, they can also up to 8K. Okay, so we have the collections for architectures, we have collections for automotive, if you want to do some cars interiors, and we have the fabrics. Okay, all this amazing works. It's all, besides, we also have a lot of smart tools, like these things. Like for example, you have a leather, then you can use all the stitches automatically to create your 3D materials without manually to do it. Thanks to technology, don't hand manual to do anything, okay? Let's handle this basic task to the computer to help us speed up the design workflow. Then we really put our talent to the art visual improvement, okay? Then thanks to Adobe Bridge, it can help us to linking all these materials to all the apps, okay? So you can simply change, select one materials, then send to the Substance 3D Painter or Substance 3D Sampler, okay? So there's no limitations, so you can do CPG and without the complex photo shooting environments create at all. This is the past. Also because of COVID, everybody needs to work from home. So that's why like all the advertisement marketing team also start to create their product approach to the 3D. Before, we need to do the days of work even without communication, like we need to do designs, we need to manufacturing, and then to make sure the product. Then we start to do the marketing, to do the photo shoots. All this process, now it's just hours of work. So for example, you just design, then you do the 3D productions. You can just all make these things happen in your computer instead of to do the real time. And of course, after you got your real phototype, you can just start to create your samples, okay? And besides, just choose which package is most suit for you. You can just do a simple product. For example, you can just create your product on the website to let the customer to look at it. Okay, have fun. The second, maybe you can have the very simple environment. Try to create it like, okay, maybe if I hire a studios, I will make a photo like this. And if you want to push more complexity, like for now, IKEA, everybody knows IKEA, right? So for now, like more than 90% of the IKEA pictures, they all made by the 3D, okay? They don't do the photo shoot at all, but they just really looks real, more than real, okay? Thanks to 3D. And of course, these are like different customers. They can use for different solutions, okay? And based on the different solutions, you can change adaptive, like which part you want to make with substance. So basically, if your team need it, then you can reach to us for the deep learning, okay? So for now, I will start to do a demo. Let's see if you go to the Substance website, then you have also directly to to the Adobe.com. Then you can go to the 3D AR web page. It has all the informations for yourself, okay? And these are all the apps. If you go down, you can have a very simpler videos for your start. It's excellent videos, like very easily to understand approach. So if you go to the Adobe CC, then you can go to the 3D AR tab. You can see it here is all the apps, okay? The 4 apps I was talking about before. Then we have go down. This will be very interesting for you, is that 3D assets. Okay, you can just launch it, then it will help you go to this website. In this website, you have the different collections. For example, we even have the photo shooting environment. They have all the sportswear materials. They have product designs. And except the highlights, you can also jump to the collections. So for example, maybe you are working for outside environments or fashions, or maybe just the furnitures or cars, okay? And middle is the all assets. So here, you can go to the free asset tab. All these things are free to you to have a start to have a try, okay? Once you click it, you can see the qualities, okay? Because it's parametric materials, so it can help you to generate the different materials. For example, this is just a one file. You can simply to change the numbers or the finishings. And this is how it looks like when you apply it to your 3D scene. Okay. Of course, you can also jump to the 3D players, and it will help you to preview how it's working in the 3D environment. It might take a little bit time to load. Then you can see like what's the options here. For example, okay, I want to change color. For example, I want to change it more brown. Okay. And I want it more rough. Okay. Or I want it more reflected. Okay. And all these options, you can change it. Then if you're happy about this material, you can just download it. Then you can use this either like 3D Max, Maya, Unity, Unreal, all the 3D applications. Okay. And also, of course, Cinema 4D if you are e-commerce designer. And we also have some this like outside of the buildings. And let's go to the 3D players. So this is a building, like it has the windows, it has the walls, okay? So I can simply change, okay, I want it less, like I have 10 windows only. Then very interesting things, okay, I want it sing windows or, okay, activate. Then I can, of course, you can change the colors, all this. But here, what I want to play is, how about the curtain? I want it maybe not opening so much, close them. Okay, close most of it, or back to open. Okay, since it's beta, so it's take a little bit time to change. Okay, so you can try by yourself. I'm using a laptop actually, so if I can run it, you can run it too. All these different things, please just download it if you are entertainment developers. Of course, it's not only for the realistic materials, you can also find a very stylized art style materials. Okay, and for example, besides we have materials, we also have a lot of modelings, and you can also directly download it in your apps to try. So now let's go to Substance Stager. Okay, so it's here. Okay, the first one. What is Substance 3D Stager means? It helps to lay out photo shooting scenes. Okay, so here I will just create a new scene. For example, this is our UI. I think I will just create a very simple things like, okay, let's do a sofa. So thanks to the parametric modeling, actually I can change all the styles, like maybe I want it more wilder. Okay, it's automatically change it. Okay, and the height, it's just happened on the fly. Okay, so here if I want to have a material, for example, if I want some leathers, of course I can just tap here. I got the different leathers and I can just apply it. It's so fast, right? And of course, if you want subtle, you can make it even smaller, or you want it more obvious, you change the things here, okay? And of course, you can change the resolutions as well. And now, let's see. This is the technology based on the dimension, but dimension like a toy plate, right? It has just the basic functions. But let's see what Stager can do. So for example, here, I think I will just create a very simple things like, okay, let's go to libraries. And the interior, okay. Of course, you can just download all the things from Adobe Assets, okay? So let's see, like, okay, here I want to match my image. Okay. And it will be automatically drop your assets to the materials. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. And at this part, it will be very interesting. I will introduce a new thing as like retracing. I will activate it. Then the retracing buttons to help us, even in this view, automatically to help our 3D project to start to reacting to the real lightings. I even don't need to go to the render. Okay, I can already get my grid lightings thanks to the retracing. Okay. So let's create another thing. And this time, okay, I will start from 3D modelings here. For example, I just create a table. At this table, I will start to have some interactions. For example, I think I will drag small props. Okay, for example, this one. Now, if I want to apply this, you can see it has intersections, right? So I don't like this. So here, the new features we have the collision. If I activate this collision, also I will activate the collision on this table. So computer will know, okay, these two have collisions. Then let me see. It's still not working. Why? Because we need to activate here. We need to activate the collision in the main software. Okay. So now if you apply it, sorry. Let me just copy another one. It's more obvious. So you can see it's already start to do the simulations, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is how it works. Okay, so you can very easily to create your how to say, yeah, the physics interactions. Okay, this table has some bugs. I'm sorry. So here I will try to apply some fast materials. For example, I choose wood. And I can change it to the maybe 2K, higher resolution. And I can also ask it like repeat. Then I will give also simple materials to these two little guys. I can simply change the colors. Like if I change to the yellow, it will change to the different the gloss paint. Let's try another metal. Okay, so after this, and of course I can also drag material behind. Actually, anyone. Okay. So basically, here we will try the retracings, and just thanks to the PBR texturing method. So all this will just create the realistic lightings based on the GPU engine. Okay. And my computer is just a laptop. So it's basically slower than your PC if you have workstations. Okay, so please have a look of this, and it's really a lot of fun. For example, if you want to make some quick things to try, like for example, this kind of plants, because they are parametric, so you can basically very easy to change maybe the height and the blend angles and the pending and branches. It's really a lot of fun. So please have a try by yourself, and I hope you will enjoy it as much as I do. Okay. So this is the first quick staging tools. So please have a try. Then we will jump to the next. So it's have a go for the 3D sampler. Okay. So what is a 3D sampler? Actually, 3D sampler can create all the 3D materials for you. For example, if we have any clothes or environment, then we can simplify to use this to create our material. Okay. So first, I will get pictures. I can get these pictures by the phone only. Okay. Then I drag into my sampler software. Then it will help you to image to materials. If you are fashion designers, you have Visu or Excel. You can also use the multi-angle to materials as an input. It's basically on your workflow. Okay. So here I just use simple photos to do my 3D materials. Boom. It's just simple textures, but it's already automatically create the base colors, normals, roughness, metallic, height, ambitious, all these channels for me. Okay. It's just on the fly. And of course, you can change all the parametrics to make it working better. But here, let me just make a quick adjustment. Let's do an equalizer. So it can help me to unify it because it's taken by the photos. Of course, it has the lightings or different things. So thanks to the equalizers, now you can see like this is before, this is after. So I can apply it on all the surface without problem, without the big bumpies. Okay. So next things is the most how to say headache things, like is the tiling, because in the 3D world, it's made by the all the textures made by the phones, or we just find the pictures from online. It's also have the same problem. You can see like this is before. We have obvious seams, right? And now, if we activate light tilings, okay, I can play all these parametrics. Can make it bigger or smaller. Then here I have edge. This is the things. This is before. This is after. To help us automatically remove the seams. Okay. It's not only remove the seams, it's also based on the correct height informations to help us automatically remove the seams, okay, to achieve the best quality of the fabric. Then of course you can also blur a little bit. Then this material will be ready to use, okay. And of course you can give colors. For example, you can just give one colors or different colors. It's really based on your need, different colors options. You really can just use it to, for example, like sometimes this is, I choose the 2 colors. I can also choose only 1 colors and maybe dark blue. And you can also use your Pantone colors here. The next interesting things, I maybe do a quick stitch. And I think I will create my materials resolutions as well, because for the fabric, sometimes we really want it really high resolutions. I see some Q&As. I will take the Q&A in the end of my session, okay? So let me increase the amount. Okay, then let me do some adjustments, like, okay, I can rotate it. Okay, very fast. Let me change color so you can see it better. Okay, and of course you can change all the rotations or scales. For example, if I want to do, you can do the different seams, okay? You can choose, you can even create your own, or I just want to have the single ones, or I just want to have the double ones. It's all basically choose based on what you want. Okay, so after you finished your materials, then you can just export it either to Substance 3D Painter, like 3D Photoshop, or 3D Stager. Try to create the scenes, the software I was doing it before, okay? So this is the Substance 3D sampler. And of course, since we have some environment artists, I can start also create some very realistic environment scenes. But since we don't have a lot of time, so maybe next time, okay? You can just download this. There are some default materials, and of course, anytime you can go to the Substance 3D asset to download all the materials you need, okay? For example, if we are from the entertainment industry, sometimes we need to do a lot of like realistic ground, the outside materials. Okay, so all the things you find is here. You can just drag it to different softwares, or just use a photo, okay? Just take the phone as a photo, then use the 3D sampler to automatically create your materials, okay? So this is the second software. So next one will be the most people used to use. We use this as an entrance. If you came from the 2D world, you can start play the 3D Stager as the entrance of your 3D world to help your team to integrate to the 3D pipelines. And if you go further, you need your real-time materials, real-time textures photos to the materials. You use the sampler to make your material samples, okay? So next, if you really have complex 3D objects, how can you do it? So let's open the Substance 3D Painter. So basically, this is the software. Use the brushes, materials, smart materials, generators, all the quick tools made by Substance 3D Designer, also combined with Adobe Photoshop brushes to help you to speed up your 3D pipelines. Okay. So this is Substance 3D Painter. And of course, all this software, they are using the GPUs. So you need, you'd better to have a good graphic card. Okay. So let me open a project. Next for the nonlinear workflow. So actually all the projects, you can change the texture resolutions anytime. And if you don't have a good computer, you work on the small resolutions, or like you only like goes back to the big resolutions once you check, once you export. And this is the Substance 3D Painter. Okay. You can have the HDR lightings, all the lighting booths. And here, if I go back to the highlights, I can see all these environment lightings. Okay, and just drag it to all the different things. These are the background lightings to create all this light to your scenes. Okay. So for example, if I have a 3D modeling, and of course you can download any modelings from the 3D assets, try to texture it, then to have fun. All this, you can just texture it in either dimension, or you want it more subtle, you want to create more details, please do it in 3D Substance 3D Painter. Okay. So here, for example, I will go to a brush. I can just choose where I want to paint. I can create a simple layers and I can paint like anytime, okay? Or I can choose the smart brushes and try to brush it anywhere I want. For different brushes, this is really looks like a paint. Okay. So next, of course, you can use all the brushes. It's just as same as what you are painting in the in the Photoshop, but it has all the channels. You have the colors, you have the roughness for the reflections, for its shining or rough, or you have normals, you have height, combined for all of this together to create your 3D materials to look it really real and nice. Okay. And second, you can also create simple smart materials to give you a very quick seeing of your object. All these quick materials, you can just apply it on your materials. So this is smart materials. It has some weathering. And now I want to create some materials, these basic materials by my own, to create my own art. So for example, I will choose top materials, something with color. Plastic. Okay. Because I'm sharing the Zoom meetings, so it's compared to the compared to the Teams meetings. So it's taken more on my memories. So it was loading a little bit slower. So as soon as I apply it to here, you can see it's already automatically changed materials, right? And I can also like make it to all the objects, so it can automatically to apply to the all the IDs I was applied for. So now I just want working on here. Okay, maybe I can change the colors more darker. Okay, and if you want it more shining, okay, or more rough, okay. Then next, I think I will create a default metal. So for this metal, I will create a mask. So add a generator to help me automatically create some very nice effects. So for example, like this, I can create some nice edge wear. And I can go back to reduce my resolution or increase my resolutions anytime. And here, of course, I can change my levels. I want it more aging, more natural, or more clean. Okay, just have subtle details. And also you can just change the different variations. You can decrease the contract, just play with it, and even you can create your own weathering filters. Okay, so here you can also create a paint. So for example, I go back some dirtiness paint, and I choose the color to black. Then I can start to paint paint away some effect, and it will automatically choose the different things, because we are artists, right? We are designers. We don't want the machine, all the things automatically did for us. We need to create some our own perspective. Okay, so after you finish your awesome artworks, of course, here I just want to show you how it works. Okay, and you can just continue to going on, or you can create any other effect. So for example, here I will start to do some few layer, and maybe I don't know the color. I can change it anytime, even later. Okay. Then here I add a black mask. Then add a generator. Here maybe I want some dirt. Okay. So on the reflections, you can see like my dirt is already replied. Because the bottom colors is really very dark. That's why we don't see it so obvious. So maybe I can change the color more brighter so you can see it easily. Okay. So this is the dirt I'm applying. I can change all my dirt levels. It's all based on your modeling informations. It's automatically created on the place you like. And of course, you can also use the multiply or overlays different methods to create the different effects. Okay. So let's see, this is just an example to show like how the substance painter is working. And another very interesting thing is about the logo. Okay, so let's start from here. If I want to have a very simple logos here, and I think I will create a simple layer, And go to my basic brush and also material. I want to just choose a very basic ones, and I don't want metallic. Remove it, and maybe color. I don't know. I can decide it now or later. I can activate the height. I want the logos goes down, so I go to the height to make it lower. So then in the brush, oh, okay, I can also remove the color or activate color as I wish. Then I will start to choose maybe a logo. Okay, how about this one? So now I will have a logo, apply it on my materials very fast, right? And I can also go back here to reduce it a little bit. And if I activate the colors, you can see on. Then it will be with colors, okay? So for the non-linear workflow, the best thing is all the things is the computers will recognize all your workflows. So once you already finished all your designs, anytime you can go back to upgrade. Like, let me see, like if I want to change to 15, okay, I can update very fast, right? Anytime, just create the different. You can update it anytime. So this is the best way to create the logos. Then another very important and things you need to use it a lot is the seams. Okay, the stitches. Okay, and we have road paths. We have all the different stitches. But basically the stitches always working for the fabric, because now this is papers. Okay, it's just the example. Okay, so let me choose a fabric. I think you can already start to prepare your questions if you would like. Okay, and let me see, like I just give a simple fabric. Okay. Then I want to have some themes. Let's do. You can just okay, different stitches. Let's try. Okay, and you can activate the lazy mouse. Is it this one? This is lazy mouse. Okay, then you can start to paint. And the different stitches. And the good thing is about these stitches is like it will follows or all your shapes. So basically, if you do it on some clothes, it will automatically follow the shapes. But here, since it do not have the bevels, so it's hard to show you like how it's so easy to create the things you like. Okay, and this is about stitches, different stitches. It's really saved a lot of time for fabric things. And of course, you can also try to download a lot of different a lot of great things, how to create the surface details. It can go really, really crazy details. thanks to like you can just update the shapes like a PNG file, black or white JPGs to upgrade to do all your different patterns. Okay. So this is the Substance Painter. Once you're happy about it, then you can, of course, share, send to the bridge. Okay. You can go visit the Substance assets here. Then you can send to the Substance 3D Stager, okay, to help you to create the final renderings to do the layout. Or you can export to Photoshop. Then it can also save all the layers here. Okay. It's really, really pretty fun. And due to the time things, and also because I heard like the entertainment and new design industry designers, but designer will be a little bit too much for you right now. So I hope I will have the chance to present to you the Substance 3D designer in the later on. If your company is really interested, please reach to our partners to organize different meetings. And of course, we will also have modeling software, and it's also open beta. You can apply it on the adobe.com. Okay. Here, Substance 3D modeler is really, really fun. You can use it in your VR headset, or you can just use it on the desktop. And if you would like, you can go to the Adobe, like we have the Academy. You can learn all the softwares like from the beginning on the website. So I think now I can start to answer your questions. And
Okay, thank you for the great presentation, Meizi. Please stay for a while because we will move on to the next session, which is Q&A session. Our team has gathered all the questions from the attendees, and I will read them to you after this. Nah, kita akan memasuki sesi Q&A berhadiah. Jadi bagi 4 penanya tercepat akan mendapatkan saldo OVO atau GoPay senilai Rp100.000. Bapak atau Ibu yang sudah menuliskan pertanyaan di kolom Q&A akan coba dijawab oleh Bapak Handi dan Meizi secara live. Okay, now I will read the first question. The first question comes from Muhammad Febrian Wibowo. The question is, how is 3D Substance different from Adobe Creative Clouds? And how about the license? Is it the same as Creative Clouds? Maybe this question can be answered by Mr. Handi mungkin ya. Jadi Bapak Muhammad ini bertanya tentang subscription plan dari 3D Substance. Apakah termasuk dalam Adobe Creative Clouds atau enggak? Seperti itu, Pak. Ya, silakan.
Thank you untuk Bapak Febrian. Okay, Meizi, let me answer for this one ya, because this is about the licensing. Bapak Febrian, jawabannya adalah kalau untuk Substance ini adalah grup dari Creative Cloud. Dia masih satu bagian dari Creative Cloud, tetapi untuk licensing-nya saat ini masih terpisah. Untuk yang Creative Cloud sendiri masih kebanyakan yang 2D. Untuk yang 3D, dia ada satu kelompok namanya Substance Collection. Jadi untuk produk-produk yang sekarang ini, dia termasuk dalam 3D Substance Collection namanya. Di dalamnya isinya ada 4, yaitu yang Stager, Painter, 2 lagi saya agak lupa, maaf. Intinya ada 4, nanti ada 4 aplikasi lagi di dalamnya. Dia saat ini belum bisa dibeli secara terpisah, tetapi hanya bisa dibeli untuk satu substance. Jadi satu substance dibeli untuk 4 software di dalamnya. Oke.
Oke, jadi jawabannya Adobe Substance punya plans yang berbeda ya Pak?
Betul.
Dengan
Punya plans yang
Adobe
berbeda
Creative
dengan
Cloud. Oke.
Creative Cloud, ya.
Oke, terima kasih atas jawabannya Pak Handi. Mungkin sudah terjawab ya Bapak Muhammad Febrian ya. Oke, sekarang saya akan bacakan untuk pertanyaan kedua. The second questions come from Dinar Aulia. Does Adobe have a learning platform or channel so people can learn about the Substance 3D as well as the certification? Maybe Meizi can answer that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a great question, and you can go to the tutorials website to start your journey, and I will type answer to you. Okay, so this is the link, and besides, for now we don't have any certifications yet, and we are working with it with the education team. So I hope in the near future we can start to have the certifications. But now, like, you can start to pick up from the Substance Academy. Okay.
Oke. Jadi jawabannya untuk Bu Dinar, untuk sementara masih belum ada certification-nya. Tapi untuk belajarnya bisa klik link yang sudah dituliskan oleh Meizi di kolom chat. Seperti itu.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question. Pardon?
No. Marcia, just translate your answer.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So you say you will put the link on the chat box, yeah?
Yeah, it's in the answered already.
Okay.
I don't see it.
It's in answer tab.
Answer tab. Di kolom answer.
Oh, okay, answer tab. Oh, okay.
Ya, oke. Oke. Saya akan bacakan pertanyaan selanjutnya. So the next question comes from Yusmar Hadi Saputra. Can we create our own 3D asset with Substance 3D? Meizi?
Yes, of course. Of course, you can create your own 3D asset. You can, if you want to do the modelings, you can do the beta version of the modeler, or you can just import your 3D from Maxmaya or the third applications, because we want to make all our softwares connect to all the 3D other partner softwares as well, because we are doing a very unified platform to try to integrate all the industries. So you are open to use Adobe tools or outside of the tools. But for the texturings, since now Substance texturing is already the #1, so Substance Sampler and Substance Stager and the Substance Asset libraries will be your top choice in the world. Okay.
So what you're saying is to create our 3D models from scratch, we have to use another application besides 3D Substance, and then we should import it to 3D Substance to make the texture. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but also you can use Adobe Modeler to start to do your modeling.
Okay, thank you. Jadi Bapak Yusmar, untuk membuat model 3D-nya bisa menggunakan 3D modeler. Itu ada di plans-nya Adobe Substance 3D. Udah ada di dalamnya Adobe Substance 3D. Namanya Adobe 3D Modeler seperti itu. Okay, next question is from Eric Clauda. Are these softwares support animation as well? Let's say like character animation.
It's also great questions, because I'm assuming you want to use the animations in Stager to make some rendering animations. and our team is working on it, and hopefully it will be published soon. But now, no animation support yet.
Oh, oke. Jadi untuk sementara belum ada karakter animation, tapi nantinya pasti akan ada seperti itu, Pak. Okay, next question comes from Chris Wandi Budiarto. Are the designs created in Substance can be printed out with a 3D printer?
Yes, of course. We even have a 3D printing material library to help you to apply all this material in your 3D printer ready models. So you are not only, it can simplify your printing process to be more complex shapes. So yes, we have.
Jadi ini bisa di-print menggunakan 3D printer, Pak. Jawabannya. Okay, next questions come from anonymous attendee. What are the specification or minimum requirements to use this application?
It's also very good questions. If you go to the Adobe 3D and AR website, there will be a specific device requirements, and I will send to you in the chat.
Oke, untuk requirement-nya bisa dilihat di link website Adobe Substance-nya yang sebentar lagi linknya akan dikirim oleh Meizi melalui kolom chat. Seperti itu, Pak. Oke. Okay. Next question comes from Ahmad Yazid. Can this 3D substance can be applied to other Adobe Creative Cloud products like XD or Photoshop?
Okay, yes. Let me just share the link first, okay?
Okay.
It's in the answer or in the open for the system requirements? Okay, so you just type in like 3D Adobe 3D hardware, then you will see the requirements, okay, in adobe.com.
Okay.
Okay. The question is how it's linked, right? Because actually now they are all Adobe families, so it will be great. No, it's great. Like they are all combined together. Like you can send from Adobe Substance Painter to Photoshop, or you can just in the sampler. Sometimes you can also jump into the Photoshop to do some denoise AR functions. And of course, in this Adobe Stager, if you have the AI Illustrator files, you can also drag in then to automatically read your AI files layers to apply to your 3D object for the rendering. But again, it's not 100% because it's need the development team, but it's starting. So because this is also biggest benefits why you choose Adobe Substance 3D, because it's in the universe in the Adobe family.
Oke, jadi Pak Ahmad Yazid, untuk penggunaan 3D Substance ini bisa digabungkan dengan produk Adobe lainnya, misalnya Photoshop dan 3D Substance Painter. Karena untuk membuat materialnya bisa menggunakan Photoshop juga. Lalu diimport ke 3D Substance Painter. Terus yang kedua bisa juga menggunakan Adobe Illustrator, terus diimport ke 3D Stager. Seperti itu, Pak Ahmad Yazid. Okay, next question comes from Krishna Eka Pratama. Is Adobe 3D Substance compatible with 3ds Max or Blender?
Yes, it's a great questions. If you go to the 3D AR web page, then you can see the integrations. Okay, so all these integrations, including Max, Maya, and Blender is in progress. Maybe just this month. Okay, yes, it will be this month at 20. I shouldn't say this. A Blender plugin will be also shaped. And yeah, besides this, if you are fashion designers, Cloud Browser, Unity, Unreal, or if you car like for the CATIAs, all this major software, they are all can read the substance files. Okay.
Jadi Pak Krisna, untuk 3D Substance-nya ini sudah kompatibel sama 3ds Max, Maya, dan kalau Blender itu nanti bulan ini akan terintegrasi, lagi proses untuk kompatibel, mungkin di tanggal 20 baru bisa kompatibel dengan Blender seperti itu. Next, the questions come from Irwan Japardi. Does the product has trial? It looks very slow and hard to do it. So he wants to try first to use 3D Substance. Is there any product trial? Free trial, I mean.
Yes. And yeah, of course, you can just apply the trials from the adobe.com. Okay.
Ada Pak, ada free trialnya. Bapak bisa langsung pergi ke websitenya Adobe. Nah, di sana ada halaman khusus untuk mau mencoba trial 3D Substance seperti itu. And then the next question maybe can be answered by Mr. Handi. Jadi pertanyaan dari Bapak Laude Munarfa, jika kita membeli lisensi salah satu produk, apakah kita akan membayar di luar harga produk jika ada update dari produk yang bersangkutan, Pak? Seperti itu pertanyaannya.
Untuk produk-produk dari Adobe, karena ini semuanya adalah subscription, jadi selama kita masih di dalam subscription, setiap ada update produk, kita pasti akan mendapatkan update juga. Karena kita akan terhubung dengan aplikasi dari Creative Cloud-nya. Setiap produk baru, dia pasti akan update lewat Creative Cloud, aplikasi Creative Cloud tersebut. Jadi kita pasti akan mendapatkan yang terbaru, selama kita ambil yang subscription. Karena yang perpetual juga sudah tidak ada sih. Semuanya pasti yang subscription, jadi sudah pasti akan mendapatkan yang terbaru.
Oke, terima kasih atas jawabannya, Pak Handi. Next question comes from Henry. Does Adobe Substance 3D have bridge to other software like Unreal Engine or Lightwave?
Yes, like I said before, yes, it has the plugins dedicated to Unreal, Unity, other engines you would like to use. And also for the system hardware minimum requirements, I replied the answer to Anonymous, that's the language, but I don't know. I hope it's posted to the right channel.
Yes, okay. Next question.
Sepertinya ada satu yang di chatbox.
Oh, chatbox ya.
Iya.
Oh, yang dari Bapak Christian ini ya, Pak ya?
Betul.
Okay. The next questions come from Christian. is it possible to add lighting effect to the material, and can we export the 3D asset to default format like OBJ or DAE? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually for all the Substance apps, it's read most of the formats like OBJ, FBX, 3ds, USB. Because all the different industries, they are using different formats. I think if you are asking OBGs, of course, OBG is 100%. And in some case, if you have really specific softwares, it's export some specific format. If Substance cannot read, you just convert it to OBG. It's pretty easy. And I recommend FBX than OBG as well.
Oke. Jadi bisa kita ekspor ke OBJ dan yang lainnya. Oke, I will read the next questions. Ini dari Rino Herning. Maaf, saya masih awam tentang Adobe Design. Apabila kita berlangganan Adobe CC Cloud, apakah sudah otomatis plugin yang ada di dalam Adobe terinstall semua atau nanti harus download dulu atau berbayar lagi, Pak Handi? Seperti itu.
Mungkin dari Meizi kalau ini, karena plugin.
Oh, the question is, if we subscribe to Adobe CC Cloud, is it automatically, does the plugin automatically installed to Adobe, or we need to download it first, or we have to pay for it?
I think Handy may be good at answering it, right? Because it's totally two different systems,
Okay.
right? Yeah, you need to buy the 3D separately because it's so great.
Oke. Untuk yang plugin-nya, mungkin saya akan coba cek lagi karena saya belum dapat update juga untuk yang plugin ya. Karena ini kan masih sangat baru banget, harganya pun baru keluar dari bulan Juni kemarin. Untuk Bapak Rino nanti saya akan update lagi apakah plugin-nya sudah dapat terinstall di dalam atau harus ada tambahan lagi. Kalau kemarin saya sempat coba lihat di beberapa webnya untuk kita download aset-asetnya, itu rata-rata sih gratis, rata-rata sudah free, tapi ada beberapa yang hanya sedikit item yang berbayar gitu, tapi mostly sih sudah free sih.
Oke, terima kasih atas jawabannya Pak Andi. Nah, saya akan membacakan 2 pertanyaan terakhir. Setelah ini kita akan masuk ke sesi berikutnya. Oke. The last 2 questions is from Edliadi Muhammad. Can Adobe Substance open file type .stl from Blender?
Very soon have the Blender plugins right after 4 days. And but I know in Blender you can read the SBS AR file for the smart materials. You can tweaking it in Blender, but I'm not sure for .stl file format supported. In the worst case, please convert it to OBJ, then import to Stager or Painter to use it. Okay?
Oke. Jadi 4 hari lagi nanti akan ada plugin Blender yang akan kompatibel dengan Adobe Substance, tapi untuk sementara ini belum yakin apakah file .stl bisa dibuka. Jadi untuk berjaga-jaga, Bapak convert dulu .stl menjadi file OBJ dan itu akan bisa dibuka di Adobe Substance. Okay, the final questions come from Yusmar Hadi Saputra. Can it be imported to Adobe Aero? And when will Aero develop it to Android?
It's a great question, actually. Okay. Yes. First, of course, if you are Dimension users, you already know from Dimension to Arrow is already open. That's also for other format from Substance Painter. You can also export directly to Arrow, because actually Arrow is like everybody love to have fun with it. But from Arrow to Unreal, I don't know why you're doing it, because they are doing the same things, right? You are using the simulations in Arrow, in Unreal. Unreal is for high end. Arrow is you can use by the phone any time. So I think they are different concepts. If you really want it, I would love you can start to create your own project, trying it, but it might involve a lot of work, like trying to doing the same approach in Unreal, try to represent what you are doing in the Arrow. I'm not I'm not recommend, but you can try it, of course. And also for the plugins, because a lot of people are asking it, so I will just try to apply it in to the Henry message so everybody can see it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the answer, Meizi.
Yeah, I think he understands. We don't need to translate. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it is the end of our Q&A session. Thank you for all the questions, and thank you Meizi and Mr. Hadi for answering the question. Terima kasih Bapak dan Ibu untuk pertanyaannya. Dengan ini saya tutup sesi Q&A-nya ya. Jika ada pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang belum terjawab, akan dihubungi oleh tim dari PT Tekno Logika Utama melalui email. Oke, gimana? Masih semangat nggak Bapak dan Ibu sekalian? Pastinya harus semangat dong ya, karena hadiah di sesi kuis kali ini ada 8 unit Bluetooth earphone dan 1 buah smartwatch Mi Band 6 loh. Nah, karena tadi di awal saya sudah bilang kalau feedback form harus diisi Bapak dan Ibu sekalian untuk bisa mengikuti sesi kuis dan door prize. Jadi saya ingatkan kembali untuk mengisi karena sebentar lagi akan ditutup form registrasinya. Gimana Bapak dan Ibu sudah mengisi feedback formnya? Saya akan tutup di 3, 2, 1. Ya, saya tutup ya feedback formnya. Oke. Nah, sebelum kuisnya dimulai, saya akan mengumumkan 4 orang pemenang untuk penanya tercepat di sesi Q&A tadi, yang masing-masing berhak memenangkan saldo GoPay atau OVO sebesar Rp100.000. Yang pertama pemenangnya adalah Bapak Muhammad Febrian Wibowo. Yang kedua ada Dinar Aulia. Yang ketiga ada Yusmar Hadi Saputra. Dan yang keempat ada Erik Clauda. Yeay. Selamat kepada para pemenang. Buat yang belum menang, sabar dulu ya. Siapa tahu Bapak atau Ibu pemenang Bluetooth earphone dari JBL atau smartwatch Mi Band di sesi quiz atau mungkin door prize-nya ya kan? Oke. By the way, pemenang penanya tercepat masih boleh ikutan di sesi quiz ini dan sesi pengundian door prize ya, Bapak dan Ibu. Oke, cara bermain kuisnya gampang banget. Sebentar lagi di layar Bapak dan Ibu akan tertera pertanyaan yang berupa pilihan ganda. Untuk menjawab, silahkan Bapak Ibu ketik lengkap jawaban yang menurut Bapak Ibu benar di kolom chat Zoom. Ingat ya, di kolom chat Zoom, bukan di kolom Q&A ya Bapak dan Ibu. Send message to all panelists and attendees. Lalu jawaban harus lengkap juga ya, nggak boleh cuman merah atau biru atau A atau B atau C gitu. Kalau jawaban Bapak dan Ibu tidak lengkap, maka kami akan anggap tidak sah. Mudah kan Bapak dan Ibu sekalian? Sudah siap? Oke. Kita akan segera mulai pertanyaan pertama. Silahkan ditampilkan pertanyaan pertamanya. Pertanyaan pertama, yang tidak termasuk dalam Adobe Substance 3D Texturing adalah Painter, Spark, Sampler, atau Designer. Yang mana Bapak dan Ibu sekalian? Oke, ini sudah ada jawaban nih ya. Ada yang jawab Spark, ada yang jawab Designer. Ayo, kira-kira yang mana yang benar, Bapak dan Ibu? Ya, yang benar jawabannya adalah Spark. Selamat kepada pemenang tercepat yang jawabannya benar adalah Bapak Edliadi. Selamat kepada Bapak Edliadi ya. Untuk kuis pertama. Nah, untuk yang sudah menang di pertanyaan yang kali ini, Bapak tidak boleh ikut untuk pertanyaan selanjutnya ya Pak Edliadi, maaf. Tapi yang lain masih boleh ikutan. Oke. Sekarang kita tampilkan pertanyaan kedua. Aplikasi dari Adobe yang mendukung kreasi 3D adalah Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Stock, Adobe Substance, atau Adobe XD. Yang mana Bapak dan Ibu sekalian? Gampang banget ini. Oke, kelihatannya banyak yang jawab Substance, ada yang jawab XD. Oke. Yang benar jawabannya adalah Adobe Substance. Dan yang memenangkan pertanyaan kuis kali ini adalah Bapak Timothy. Selamat ya kepada Bapak Edliadi dan Timothy yang mendapatkan satu buah Bluetooth earphone dari JBL. Sekarang kita akan memasuki pertanyaan selanjutnya. Pertanyaan ketiga. Di manakah Anda bisa membeli lisensi Adobe Substance? Toko kelontong, warung Pak Mamat, Tekno Logika, atau asongan? Ayo, biasanya beli license di toko kelontong kah Bapak dan Ibu, atau pedagang asongan, atau warung Pak Mamat? Oke. Jawabannya pasti gampang banget nih. Pasti semuanya bisa ya. Oke, jawabannya adalah Tekno Logika. Dan yang tercepat adalah Bapak Herman Chen. Selamat kepada Bapak Herman Chen yang memenangkan Bluetooth earphone dari JBL juga. Oke. Pertanyaan selanjutnya. Bagian dari Adobe Substance 3D yang digunakan untuk membangun dan merakit adegan 3D adalah Substance 3D Sampler, Substance 3D Stager, Substance 3D Painter, atau Substance 3D Designer. Ayo Bapak dan Ibu, ini agak tricky ya pertanyaannya. Pertanyaannya untuk merancang adegan 3D. Yang mana? Yang mana? Oke. Jawabannya adalah Substance 3D Stager. Dan yang paling cepat menjawabnya adalah Bapak Yusmar Hadi Saputra. Oke, selamat kepada Pak Yusmar Hadi Saputra yang memenangkan Bluetooth earphone dari JBL juga. Sekarang, next pertanyaannya. yang termasuk dari dalam Adobe Substance 3D Collection adalah Stager, Stock, Sign, atau Spark. Yang mana Bapak dan Ibu sekalian? Spark, Stock, Stager, Sign? Yang termasuk dalam Substance Collection. Oke. Jawabannya adalah Stager. Dan yang tercepat adalah, sebentar ya Pak dan Ibu, saya soalnya ngeliatin chatnya ini. Yang tercepat adalah Bapak Erik Clauda. Selamat kepada Bapak Erik Clauda yang mendapatkan Bluetooth earphone dari JBL. Kita lanjut ke soal berikutnya. Berikut merupakan kelebihan Substance Stager kecuali, nah ini agak sulit nih Bapak dan Ibu. Apakah pencahayaan yang mudah, workspace yang interaktif, physics awareness, powerful paint engine, ini semua merupakan kelebihan Substance Stager kecuali yang mana? Hayo Bapak dan Ibu, kecuali. Powerful paint engine, dan yang menjawab paling cepat adalah Bapak Ikhwan Alim sepertinya. Tapi maaf, jawaban Bapak Ikhwan Alim tulisannya our dual paint engine. Jadi bagaimana? Apakah didiskualifikasi? Pak Andi, bagaimana? Didiskualifikasi atau sepertinya salah ya jawabannya. Yang benar adalah powerful paint engine. Jadi yang memenangkan pertanyaan kali ini adalah Bapak Krisna Eka Budiarto. Selamat kepada Pak Krisna untuk mendapatkan Bluetooth earphone dari JBL. Pertanyaan, mohon maaf yang Stager tadi aku duluan Bu, dari Ibu dari Dinar Aulia ya. Namun di komputer sini, di komputer para juri yang tertera di sini based on panelistnya yang tercepat adalah Bapak Herman Chen atau Yusmar ya. Seperti itu. Jadi mungkin bisa dicoba untuk next pertanyaannya ya. Tergantung koneksi, ya betul, tergantung koneksi. Oke, kita akan menampilkan pertanyaan selanjutnya ya. Apakah singkatan dari 3D? 3 darah, 3 dimensi, 3 duda, atau 3 dukun? Wah, ini gampang banget. Oke, banyak yang udah menjawab benar. Nah, kali ini. Yes. Jawabannya adalah 3 dimensi. Nah, selamat kali ini kepada Dinar Aulia yang memenangkan Bluetooth JBL. Akhirnya ya, dapat juga Bluetooth JBL-nya. Oke, yang lain masih semangat? Pasti semangat dong ya. Kita akan tampilkan pertanyaan terakhir untuk mendapatkan Bluetooth JBL-nya. Silahkan, next pertanyaan. Bagian dari Adobe Substance 3D yang digunakan untuk merancang aset 3D parametrik adalah Substance 3D Sampler, Substance 3D Stager, Substance 3D Painter, atau Substance 3D Designer. untuk merancang aset 3D parametrik ya, Bapak dan Ibu sekalian. Banyak yang jawab. Substance Sampler, Substance 3D Painter, 3D Designer, yang mana kira-kira jawabannya yang benar? Adalah Substance 3D Designer. Dan yang paling cepat menjawab dengan benar adalah Bapak Rino. Sebenarnya Bapak Ade Budiman menjawabnya 3D Designer. Nah, jawabannya kurang lengkap ya Bapak Ade, maaf. Jadi hadiahnya jatuh ke tangan Bapak Rino. Selamat kepada Bapak Rino Herning Tias yang mendapatkan Bluetooth headset JBL. Nah, sekarang pertanyaan terakhir ini hadiahnya lumayan wow loh Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, karena pertanyaan terakhir ini untuk mendapatkan satu buah smartwatch Mi Band. Sudah siap untuk menjawab pertanyaannya? Kita langsung tampilkan pertanyaan paling terakhir. Silahkan pertanyaan paling terakhir. Bagian dari Adobe Substance 3D yang digunakan untuk membangun model tekstur 3D secara real-time adalah Substance 3D Sampler, Substance 3D Stager, Substance 3D Painter, atau Substance 3D Designer. Untuk membangun model tekstur 3D secara real-time. Kira-kira jawabannya yang mana? Iya, jawabannya adalah Substance 3D Painter. Dan yang memenangkan kuis untuk mendapatkan satu buah smartwatch Mi Band ini adalah, sebentar ya, Bapak dan Ibu. Soalnya jawabannya banyak banget nih. Saya mesti scroll-scroll ke atas. Substance 3D Painter. Ini kepada Bapak Agus. Bapak Agus. Selamat kepada Bapak Agus yang memenangkan satu buah smartwatch Mi Band 6. Selamat kepada Bapak Agus dan selamat kepada semua pemenang di sesi kuis kali ini ya. Nah, sekarang saatnya yang paling ditunggu-tunggu karena kita akan segera memutar Wheel of Names yang untuk memenangkan satu buah monitor, Bapak dan Ibu. Nggak tanggung-tanggung, hadiahnya monitor curve lagi, Bapak dan Ibu sekalian. Jadi, kira-kira siapa ya yang bakal dapat hadiah utama? Langsung saja kita putar rodanya ya, Bapak dan Ibu sekalian. Kita putar. Oke, putar, putar, putar. Dan siapakah yang akan memenangkan? Wow, ternyata Bapak Krisna Eka Pratama. Waduh, beruntung banget ya Bapak Krisna ya. Tadi kan sudah mendapatkan hadiah di sesi kuis, kali ini dapat door prize pula. Apakah Bapak Krisna Eka masih ada di Zoom meeting? Masih ada? Masih. Oke, selamat kepada Bapak Krisna Eka Pratama untuk memenangkan monitor LED curve-nya. Baik, berakhirlah sudah sesi kuis dan sesi pengundian door prize. Sekali lagi saya ucapkan selamat kepada para pemenang. setelah acara berakhir, nanti akan ada tim dari Tekno Logika Utama yang akan menghubungi para pemenang untuk pengiriman hadiahnya. Buat yang belum menang, nggak apa-apa, mungkin bisa join lagi di webinar selanjutnya ya, Bapak dan Ibu. Webinar Adobe selanjutnya yang akan kami adakan adalah mengenai Adobe Sign. Silahkan follow sosial media Tekno untuk mengetahui info selanjutnya. Thank you, Meizi and Mr. Handi, for today's presentation. It was very great, and we would like to understand more about substance. Oke, sekarang saya Marsha mewakili panitia yang bertugas menyampaikan mohon maaf apabila ada salah kata atau perbuatan. Akhir kata, terima kasih. Selamat sore dan selamat beraktivitas kembali Bapak dan Ibu sekalian.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Marsha. Thank you, Handy.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your
Bye-bye.
time. Bye.